We are facing a state of emergency, but unfortunately you're so paralyzed by fear that it's impossible for you to emerge and see. Tick tock. For those who understand, no explanation is necessary. For those who don't, no explanation will suffice. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, but they don't hear the clock. The universe got them locked in her sights. It's 49 minutes before midnight, but they're thinking it's business as usual. Check the time, it's way past their bedtime, coming up on their deadline, but they're not reading the signs in the field. They're real, but still they're preoccupied with who their army's gonna kill. Unaware prophecies are being fulfilled. They're trying to implement their will with skill, but like Wile E. Coyote with his Acme anvil, they've labored for nil. But I hope that they're prepared to retire, for their time is about to expire. In the earth there will be a rebirth. This hell will be transformed to heaven. Check the clock, it's 11:11. I am watching their financial market collapse, but perhaps they haven't noticed that they're being shaken with earthquakes in diverse places. So they continue to argue about racists and who belong to the Holy Land, while pedophiles claiming to interpret divine plans. I have sat back and watched them lead the sheep astray, have their egos involved in the way that the people pray. Their scientists calling your divinity junk DNA. Greed fills their resume as their attempts to deceive become more and more cliche. Their ministers shut down their root chakra with sexual guilt, filling the people's mind with religious filth. The Pope claims that he represents the divine. In other words, his words are God's law. But if he's so protected by God, then why does he need a bulletproof car? And if the myth that they gave you about heaven isn't a lie, then why are your ministers so afraid to die? When dudes shut up the church, why did the entire congregation duck, begging, Lord, please save us, when 5 minutes ago they were singing, can't wait to be with my Jesus? Their tactics are more plastic than prophylactic, yet your people fall for it. Tick tock, you were given a brain, yet you allowed it to be washed. Tick tock, power brokers in very high places, devils come in various races, lizard cloaked in human faces, cold-blooded the way they drop folks to their knees. Take the load that you've earned and bail out AIG, send them on spending spree, riding poor folks back while Goldman Sachs pays no tax, like a drunken child drinking his way to a bitter end. In Arizona they're asking folks for IP to prove that folks have a right to be in a land that they stole from them. But I guess if every land that I ever owned was stolen from another, I would constantly be looking over my shoulders trying to secure my border. Tick tock, they have dumbed down the land so critical thinking is no longer a factor. So now they call themselves pro-life as they murder abortion doctors, sanction torture, put fluoride in my water, chemtrails in the air, the population screwed. Monsanto distributing genetically modified foods, their vaccine filled with thimerosal, acetaminophen in their Tylenol. Every deed backed by greed, smoke and mirrors, misdirection, false flags got you so riled up you're now willing to place your brother's neck in the guillotine. They have found a way to use your ignorance to fuel their machine. But how much longer before you realize that the plan is divide and conquer, saying it doesn't affect me when they're banking on the fact that you'll be lacking empathy. Tick tock, I have watched their ministers stood in the pulpit and purposely lead the people astray, while simultaneously fleecing them for 10% of their pay. They have tried to erase the history of the Mayans, the Hopis, and the Anunnaki, creating storms, landing earthquakes in the countries of their enemies. Turn around and blame it on God, when we know that those storms were started in Alaska with HAARP. Tick tock, the dolphins, whales, and bees are leaving, yet you have a problem believing that it's not business as usual. The time is crucial. Increase activities in the heaven. Check the clock. It's 11:11. The block is hot. Your eyes are searching for a safe spot. Volcanic ash everywhere. You're covered in fear. No place to run. Like a piece of pork left on a barbecue grill. Homeboy, you're done. You're staring down the barrel of a shotgun held by a universe with no sense of humor. Basically emotionally cold, but you know the routine. Fire in the hole. Like Nebuchadnezzar trying to understand the sign that he was given. The writing on the wall reads 11:11. But the ground crew sees this as a blessing, so we're not stressing. The third eye is what we use for vision. We remember our mission, we understand third density. We understand why people are so drawn to our intensity. For we have returned to shine light into the dark. We came from a higher vibration sent from up above. Ask us any question and we'll tell you that the answer is always love. We are scattered all over the planet, but our light is focused like a single beam. And the more we raise our vibration, the more the people refuse your vaccine. The more each one teach one, the more they see the sham behind your H1N1. Light always overcome the darkness. Real love is always fearless. So in love we will breathe, we will balance, we will live. We've got millions all over the planet, fire the grid. People are now opening their chakras, connecting to higher planes, pulling in higher rays, reconnecting the 12 strands of their DNA. We're infusing the planet with so much light, all you see is a blur. Don't look now, but that sleeping giant is beginning to stir. Tick tock, your days of control are over. Your grip is slipping, we see you fishing, dissing, frantically wishing that we would go missing. Because every day we're waking more souls and they're beginning to remember their mission. They're beginning to take their place on stage like they were a member of New Edition. And we're doing it in such a unique fashion, the spark is catching. Why do you think I've spent 10 years touring this planet saying nothing but pursue your passion? Those words vibrate at 528 hertz. Whenever you hear the poem, the higher self walks in first. It's a wake-up call that resonates with the heart chakra. That's how we stop you. You've got the biggest gun and you're still wondering who shot you. You fear us because you don't scare us, so you try to double dare us with tactics like these. Child, please, we're not here to hurt you. You're your worst enemy, we're your friend. The Mayan forecast the new beginnings, not the end. A time of enlightenment when your vibration will be released from its imprisonment. So go in peace, go with love, there's no need to fear us. We're just here to usher in the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius, of Aquarius.